Thank you so much, Toby. That is right. I'm Bloom, joined by Jake Lyons, and we have one more match for you guys today. It is grand finals time, and I cannot wait. This is going to be an absolute heater. Jake,
it all
talk to me, man.
Comes down to this. The top 2 seeds at the tournament. Radu, who's been on the scene for as long as any of us can remember, but has not won a major tournament yet, against MK, the up-and-coming star runner-up at the 2024 World Championship, looking to make his mark. But only one will come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, MK, that player who started playing on his phone, and he was in Champion Division only playing on mobile for a long time in the competitive duels, then made it to the World Cup and got to 2nd place. So impressive. Now he's here finally in his regional event, the Americas Major, up against the Titan RC. I mean, 2 Titans, I must say. And
Absolutely.
let's see how they do. Guys, it's time, everybody. Dallas, are you ready? Let's do it, guys. It's time for game 1. Moving. This is what we're working with on the round 1 here. Seems like a Mexico pole right here. So should be in Mexico and very dry and deserty, so probably pretty far north. Both players should have a good region guess off the bat. Now, is MK going to employ the classic MK strategy against a player like RC, who is so good at moving? Or is he actually going to move around and try and find stuff? We're going to see here now.
I mean, I believe it was Ziggy who said it does depend on the round.
Definitely.
Some rounds, Puerto Peñasco, that's a large town, and Radu knows it immediately.
Radu knows it right away. And he locks it in. MK with a pretty good region guess, but he's going to be a little bit farther away, farther north here.
Yep.
Going to be some points for round 1.
It'll be a good start for Radu, but not too much damage.
Wow, RC right there. Great start for him as he deals 600 damage to start us off.
That's the type of round that is going to benefit Radu. If there is information close by that he's able to find and use more efficiently than MK, but if you get rural rounds, such as this one, for example, MK might just send it very quickly and take the advantage. But this is Ukraine, and it's worth noting Radu is one of the best Ukraine players in the world.
Gonna know it right away. Now, is he gonna opt to move? Yes, he is. They're both gonna move the same direction here, so they could find the same information if there is anything to find.
Yeah, we'll see what they come across here. It's quite a small town, so it's not gonna be easy to come by. MK just going for central Ukraine here. Fairly safe guess. Radu going pretty south.
Yeah, RC Central South.
Very specific.
Yeah, very specific guess. He's looking along this one road, trying to see if anything lines up nicely.
Wow.
Wow, RC, what is that?
Like I said, one of the best in Ukraine. I mean, I don't even know what it was that he looked at on it. It's some sort of combination of the antenna or the coverage or whatever, but just phenomenal guess from RC.
And now we go to round 3, looking like Indonesia here. What can we find, though? That's always the question. Now, both kind of, as good no-moving players, both kind of spawn in and really take their time at spawn before moving right away.
Provincie Jambi, okay, yeah.
Yep.
That gives them the province, not necessarily the regency, but they're both going western Jambi. They see that it's mountainous. And
they see the lake in RC. We might have an RC masterclass on our hands, but MK not too far behind him. Go to round 4.
Radu is locked in after these first 3 rounds. But again, we have seen time and time again, all it takes is one round to completely flip the script.
Yeah, RC did it a couple times actually against FAO on pretty close games, flipping the script at the end there. But this time has the lead, going flawless into round 4. MK not too far behind though, 4,400 health.
Both players moving east into the town. Sandona is probably a town name, but it's probably quite small. Radu with a very... oh my god, it's
God.
There. Is that not it on his screen?
Wait,
right
does
there?
he see it?
Right west of Pasto, I think it's the Sandona. Yeah,
wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god, he has it. I mean, he had such an incredible region guess. He zooms into the area, and he can find it off that.
I mean, it's possible it said the department there, but I didn't see it. I think that might have just been a region guess. That is insane.
RC, what is that again? 4,998.
Wow.
4,000 points of damage. Round 5.
And it's Bangladesh.
Oh, it's Bangladesh.
This is Radu's favorite country to play, I'm pretty sure.
He has spent so much time learning Bangladesh.
Funnily enough, though, I don't know how well he actually reads Bengali, but he knows all the meta, the copyright, the coverage so well. So it's hard to bet against him in Bangladesh. They're both going for Kulna.
RC actually has a bunch of secret meta that he hasn't shared with anybody about Bangladesh that he has personally studied and learned.
That's going to be it, I think.
Wow,
Oh,
that
maybe.
actually, is it enough?
Oh, not quite, not quite.
No, not quite.
False alarm.
Wow, but I mean, that puts MK on 199 health when we go to Japan.
I mean, we've seen MK come back from situations like this. I mean, the grand final, you all will remember, against Blinky in 2024, he was down to so little health, down 2-0 in the match, and he came back to almost win it all. So don't count him out.
MK might have the biggest comeback potential of any player. Locks in super quick so that RC can't find any information. That's really going to be his best chance
That's
here.
a city name there. I don't know if he can read it in time. That would be impressive if he's able to.
Wow, wait, our guesses are close. Very close. Is RC going to move farther north, though? No, he's not. He's going to keep it there. Wait, RC's closer.
Oh, it's close.
3.5 times.
I don't know.
Oh, it's not enough.
Gosh.
He's still alive. 52 health.
He just doesn't go down.
Unbelievable. Round number 7 now. Looking like a Chile here for the round 7.
Yep. It's amazing. He just always seems to hold on by a thread.
His special
6K to
PJ.
52.
Wow, RC still flawlessing.
Insta-sending Concepcion. I mean, that's what I assumed he would do here. You have a lot of pine trees. You get these near Concepcion. This is basically a no-moving round, but Radu's guess is going to be good as well.
Yeah, they're both going to be there.
Radu just needs to be a tiny bit closer.
Let's see, who is it in the end? The timer runs out.
Yep.
RC. Just a little bit closer. With that, he finally secures the moving dub.
Unbelievable that through all of those rounds, he didn't lose a single point of health.
Unbelievable from RC.
Wow. Flawless victory in game 1. MK put up a fight, but he just could not keep up.
Yeah.
What a performance from Radu.
Incredible performance there. RC, I mean, many considered him the favorite for this tournament. His other games felt a little closer than this sometimes, but this is a crazy way to start off the finals of the Americas Major at Dreamhack Dallas. It is time for game number 2, everybody. It is no moving time, no moving up and down the road, 1 360 panorama. Let's get the players into it. Here we go.
And this is MK's preferred mode, and he definitely has the comparative advantage against Radu in no moving, but Radu in his own right, a phenomenal no-moving player.
Yep.
So hard to call this game.
We'll see what happens. Let's get them started here.
Wow, that looks like Polish on that sign.
Yeah, looking like some Polish.
Well, it's mountainous, so it's got to be far south. I wonder if there's any more info there.
Yeah, hard to tell. It's nice that they do have a sign right off the bat. The far south, guess, makes sense. The only place you're going to get any mountains like this, you're going to be very far south in Poland.
Yep. Both players will certainly know that.
They're locking it in. Pretty close by. The pins are down. 30 seconds to go.
I think Ojcowskiego, that might be the name of a park, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I mean, they are pretty close here, so for the round 1 with no multis yet, we shouldn't see too much damage. It's actually going to be a little farther north of them, but of course, that southern part of Poland. 24 points to start us off.
Yeah, it was the name of the park, but that's kind of an unintuitive place to scan. With mountains like that, you're not going to be looking north of Krakow most of the time. So we head to round 2 in Tunisia. I think this green follow car that we see here is most commonly found in the north, near Tunis.
We might be doing a quick pause here before we get started. Quick little technical fix going on here. I think probably for that black screen that we were getting a little bit of. So before we head them into round 2, we have a little moment to collect ourselves. Maybe this gives MK a chance to lock in.
Yeah. Man, we are lucky though. I mean, it does not get any better than this.
Yep. No, it does not. RC looking calm though. He's got even like a little smile there. He's feeling good.
He's vibing. I mean, he played so well in that moving game. He knows he's on his best game right now, and he's feeling like this may be his time to finally win a tournament.
Yep. He's been wanting it for so long, and he just hasn't been able to get that LAN W that he's been looking for. But guys, it's time for the round 2. Looks like we got the tech fixed very quickly, and it is time now for round 2 on the Tunisia, as we were mentioning. So let's get them straight in here, see what they can make of this. Again, no move, so they're not going to be moving up and down anymore. No more moving around the road. MK's going to just go in fast. Yep, he's just going to lock it in right away, right in Tunis. Now RC's got to follow, and he is going to be close by as well. Yep, very close guesses.
Yep. Tunis the most likely option here. There's a few other places that could make sense, but they're both going to be very close here.
Yeah, just going to be a little farther west of the both of them, but shouldn't be too much. Just 18 points. Going to round 3.
Wow.
Very pretty. Jake, we should go on a vacation here.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's book it.
First, let's find out where it is by the players guessing for us.
I'll let them figure that out
they
first.
They can do it. Round 3, 2 times multiplier now.
I think if I tried to book the flights right now, I'd end up in the wrong country, so.
Definitely possible.
Gotta be careful about that.
Might have to agree with that. Let's see what they think here, though. Lots of mountains in the distance, and you're on the coast.
Yeah.
Picking Philippines for MK.
I like Philippines a lot. You have these coconut palms all over the place. Those are super, super common in the Philippines. And we have this coast with these mountains. It all checks out very well. I could see something like Indonesia, but I think Philippines is just the most likely guess here.
I think so too. I like it. Definitely feels like Southeast Asia, but Philippines definitely a great shout. Now they both have pins in, but nobody's locked anything in yet. I think they're trying to see if they can line anything up.
Yep.
We did see some sort of mountains, as I was saying, down to the south. Sort of southwest-ish are some mountains.
Radu. Yeah, he's on a smaller island. I think MK is still in Mindanao right now. Imagine if somebody has this.
Wait. No, they don't. Okay. It's just way farther south. Not much to write home about in the end. We go to round 4.
MK still got all his health left after 3 rounds, but Radu's dropped less than 300. But this could be a little more consequential. It looks like Russia.
Looks like it. See what they can do with this. So one of the things players will use in Russia is there's differences in both the Google car, whether or not it's black or white, and then there's differences in that antenna you see on the back of the Google car.
Yep.
You can get really into the nitty-gritty with that and learn. You see MK is actually counting those spirals going up the antenna. That's how specific players will get with learning stuff like this. They learn where you can find the differences in that Google car within Russia because it's so big.
Different. Very different.
It's a big disparity in the guesses here. This could be huge points, 2.5 times damage. It's actually going to be near Kazan. Wait, RC. That's going to be huge. 4,400 points of damage.
Wow, I think maybe the reason MK was thinking west, he saw those pine trees that look so much like the ones you see in the Baltic states, but Radu, such an impressive guess, more central, and he is on the verge of taking a 2-0 lead.
Looking like he might. We'll see what we can do here. But again, we mentioned it earlier, MK always has that comeback potential. He's done it before. He did it in the previous World Championship Grand Finals against Blinky. Now he's in the Grand Finals of the Americas Major 2025. Can he do it against RC? We'll see.
Is this the U.S. here? I thought Pacific Northwest.
I like
maybe Northern California. Again,
like
Radu, both very, very good U.S. players, of course, but Radu is known as one of the very best. This could be an opportunity for him to close it out.
Yeah, hard to beat RC in the U.S.
He goes California.
Wow, MK locks in Northern California. RC finally opens the map and is going to be very close by. Mendocino National Forest, a little farther west.
Oh my goodness.
And RC, what is that guess? Again, he's playing out of his mind. 1,000 points of damage, actually.
I mean, not only getting the state, but being in the correct valley is just unthinkable. Amazing.
Unbelievable there from RC. He has been waiting for a Grand Finals opportunity, and you can tell he is not letting it go to waste. Round 6.
Radu is on a mission. He is saying, it is done. I am not letting this happen again. I am winning this land, and there is nothing you can do about it.
We'll see if he can do it. We'll see what MK has to say about that.
Yep.
50 seconds. RC zooming in near Moscow here in Russia. MK opens the map as well and thinks Lithuania and locks it in too.
It's hilly, unusually hilly for the Baltics, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. I mean, I could see either here. Radu looks maybe confused.
RC's gonna lock in Russia.
It is Lith.
It is Lith. Wait,
That's gonna do it, isn't it?
That's gonna be the comeback. He takes it.
Real. He does not go down. It's consistent, it feels like. I mean, the same thing happened last year in the World Championship final. He was down to his last breath, but he always finds a way to fight back. Amazing.
Unbelievable stuff there. MK does it. We kept saying he had the comeback potential, and there he proved it. We now go back to moving, and it's tied.
I mean, Radu was so good in that game until the very end, but the multipliers got high enough. MK thought it felt like Lithuania, ignored the hill in the background, and made a phenomenal guess. Wow.
Unreal. Let's get him straight into the moving here. See who can take it.
Wow.
Looking at round one. Looking like maybe Baltic, I would say.
Could be. Or is it Russia? Who knows?
Could be Russia as well. Russia or Baltic would be the call here.
I do like Baltic a little better here, probably. I think you're right about that.
We'll see what they do, though. MK really playing this pretty much like no move, not moving much until now.
If anything, it could be more south or west. Could it even be like Croatia?
No, that's a good point. Once we got into these houses,
the houses
architecture.
Are much more Balkan.
Agreed. Croatia now is definitely the shout off of those houses, but from spawn, a difficult location. Yeah, just gonna be Croatia there. RC, closer on the round one. 84.
Wow. Well, Radu, I think now feeling a little bit of pressure, feeling like he's got to win this moving game. I mean, he won the first one pretty handily, but we've seen what MK can do. He can surprise you out of nowhere. He doesn't want to go. Radu does not want to go into game 4 down 2-1. That's for sure.
No, he does not. So we have our round 2 right now. Looks like Australia, and I would say probably somewhere far north.
Yeah,
Broome, he has it.
No, this is
wow,
MK.
Wait.
Or sorry, Radu, my bad.
RC with the 4999 so fast. Round 1, MK's already on 1600 health.
So sorry about that. For some reason, I thought MK was the one who zoomed into that sign, but Radu immediately saw that, knew exactly where Broome was, and again, so punishing when you give him the smallest amount of information. He will get you.
Unbelievable. Go to round 3 now. We're in a little bit of a park here.
Yep.
But they can move, so they're going to try and get out of it.
Both players opting to cross the bridge, although...
Oh, wait, the coverage actually stops there.
Radu having a little bit of trouble getting out. MK is into the town. We've got Amiens, that's a city in northern France. There he goes.
You know it, he's in northern France, yep. Okay, RC's turn to try and follow suit if he can find any information. He's only got 10 seconds to do so.
Could be a chance to hit back. He's in the wrong country here.
Oh, no.
I mean, he'll survive, but it's going to hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. MK right on it. 4990, 1,300 points of damage.
Well done by MK getting out of the park coverage, finding that information, and fighting back. Is this Oman? I'm not sure we've even seen this yet today.
We haven't seen it yet. Might be the first Oman of the day. Let's get him in. Sign right off the bat there.
T-Tom. Wow, what the heck? That was so fast. Did he even look at the sign?
I mean, saw the sign, or if he just region guessed.
That was immediate.
Yeah, okay. RC thinking the same exact area here. Gonna try and look at more signs, but it's gonna be a little bit west of both of them. Really good guesses from both players there. 20 points of damage.
It's amazing how they can be that precise with that little time, that little information.
Yep.
I mean, there's a reason these guys are in the grand final.
There sure is. They're proving it here. Round 5, Jake, looking like Thailand.
Looks like Thailand. I don't know if either can read Thai. I'm going to guess that MK cannot. I would also guess that Radu cannot, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, actually. Okay, yeah, MK just going to go quick. Just going to go quick.
Doesn't want to give Radu any time. He's trying to read it. He might be able to read it, but he doesn't have much time.
He doesn't have much time.
He's going more north.
That's a difference. 3 times multiplier here. As the timer runs out, it's actually in between them. And that's not going to be much at all. Just 12 points of damage. Takes us to round number 6 on what looks like New Zealand.
Yep. Halfway through the rounds here. MK just 1,600 health, but again, just the smallest bit of health can be enough. We saw that in that last game. Radu cannot afford to let his guard down.
No, he cannot. Let's see what he can do here. They're moving in different directions right now.
Couple of
street signs.
Road names, Ottawa School. None of that sounds particularly helpful. Can they find anything?
Halfway through the round already. Blue sign there for RC, but it disappeared as he moved forward.
MK zooms in on the North Island. Radu does as well, but he's thinking Northland.
Wow, I mean, that's a bit of a difference.
It's a bold guess.
He's going to move it actually toward Hamilton.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea who's right here. I haven't seen any good information. And it looks like they might not get any. Who will it be?
Gonna come down to a region guess here with 3 seconds left. He moves it. Wow, and a great last second move for RC. That's gonna be some damage. Puts MK on 1,000 health.
Still hanging on. It is so hard to get him down to 0. But here we are, another fairly urban round. There's a good chance there's going to be information here.
Yep.
Who will be able to use it best?
That's going to be the question. Who can find it, and can they use it? Some signs here. I mean, should be Mexico.
Tabasco.
Oh, Tabasco on the sign. They both have it, though.
They both do, yep.
Yeah, they both have it.
Very, yep. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait. But RC is making such a specific guess.
I don't know if it'll be enough. They're very close to each other.
Very close.
I mean, Tabasco's not very mountainous, so it kind of has to be far south here, but they're not the same.
And then they're together. Oh, wow. This is actually where RC was at first. So both players end up being in the same city there. Just 24 points. What a close game this is, even though the health doesn't necessarily show it. We've had a lot of rounds where the players are making basically the same exact guess.
Yeah. And we're back in Mexico. That's 2 in a row here. We've got kilometer markers. This one's kilometer 72, which doesn't help that much, but if you get to kilometer 70, 2 kilometers down the road, it's very likely that marker will have a road number on it.
Yep.
That could help massively, but MK's not going to let it happen. He's going to send in Baja California Sword. This could be it. Where will Radu go?
On for Radu. He's going there too, though. Wow. Yep. A little farther south. Is he going to move it up to where MK is?
He may.
He actually moves it farther north than MK.
More north.
In the end, who has it here?
And it's Radu.
Radu C.
Amazing.
The 4995, and he takes the second moving game.
Oh, unreal. I mean, he finds the road. He didn't have any information. He just looked at it, lined up the road, and nailed it. Incredible performances from Radu in the moving games, and there you see it. One more, that is all he needs.
He is one game away, Jake, from being your America's major champion at Dreamhack Dallas. Can he take it, or are we getting NMPZ? We shall see. So much on the line. RC has been waiting to take a tournament win, and he's so close. MK, will he be cursed with second place finishes for his GeoGuessr career? So much on the line. Both players have pretty much secured world championship spot, but there is no doubt if they get first here.
There is pride on the line, there's prize money on the line, there is a lot still on the line for both of these players.
Big difference in the prize money here between first and second, so a lot on the line, as you're saying, nonetheless. We are back to no moving. You cannot move up and down the road anymore. Let's see what they can do with it. MK took the last one. Can he take the second no move? Let's see. Round number 1, this is what we're looking at. Signs there.
What on earth is that?
Interesting text. I have never seen that.
Is that like an indigenous script or something? That was really weird. I've never seen anything like that before.
Me neither. We'll see if once they see it. Okay, Radu finally sees it, and even he looks confused too. He had a little moment there, but RC's so good.
He's going Oklahoma. There are a lot of Native American reservations in Oklahoma, so if that is a Native American script, I totally understand.
So we see him looking straight down here to try and line up the city if it is going to be that one, but the grid doesn't really line up too nicely. No. MK is locked in Arkansas.
He seems relatively confident about Oklahoma. We'll see. It's a pretty big spread here.
It is. RC still trying his best to line something
Yep.
up. He didn't find it in the end, but he is going to be the closer player here. That's a big hit to start us off. RC sitting in a very nice spot.
Again, he's so good in the US. I mean, no one knows more than him.
Very hard to beat him on the US. He is just such a US expert. Round 2 here. Very interesting round 2.
Wow, it's a beautiful,
Very beautiful.
like, valley here.
But very red soil. And Generation 2 coverage, so you see it's like a little bit worse quality camera, and that circular blur at the bottom there is Generation 2 coverage. That's some of our older Google coverage from quite a while back. They're both thinking South Africa, and a very similar area here, just a bit east of Lesotho.
Yeah, I like this area a lot in the sort of Drakensberg Mountains.
Oh my God, what is that? RC, he is on something today. I mean, MK2 has been making great guesses, but RC has been popping off. We go to round number 3. RC still full health, MK 4,300.
But it felt like this in that first no-move game as well. It felt like Radu was in control, and then MK out of nowhere took it from him. So it is never over until it's over.
Great point, Jake. Let's get him in round 3. Some small signs here, but they don't look like they're going to give us anything too important. RC checking the copyright of the Google coverage can definitely help you narrow some things down. Players that are really far in this pro scene will learn the Google copyright to make distinctions of where they want to make their guess, knowing where different coverages, what years
how
coverages
close
are taken.
they are.
They're so close by each other. And it's actually going to be quite far, a bit farther south there. RC just a little bit closer, chip a little bit of damage, just 106, and hold that flawless going into round 4.
It's amazing how they're so often just on the same wavelength. They see the same thing and they get the exact same idea out of it.
You gotta also wonder, I mean, these two players play together so much. I know a lot of their preparation for this tournament was dueling each other in this format.
Yep. So they probably share a lot of their knowledge with each other, which, yeah, explains that, I suppose.
Yep. RC definitely does keep some stuff to himself.
Certainly. I'm sure MK does as well.
Yeah. Okay, looking like Argentina here. Yeah, MK zooming in on Argentina. RC very good at Argentina as well, and most of Latin America. I mean, what is he not good at? But same with MK, to be fair.
Yep. Again, at this point, it almost feels like the top players don't even have weaknesses anymore.
Yeah.
It just comes down to, you know, here are some crazy hard rounds. That's the only way to separate them.
Wow, and again, making such similar guesses, and it's just a bit farther south. But finally, MK is going to break the flawless with that by just a couple points. Good for the mental. And we go on to round 5.
Yep. Are we back in South Africa? There's been quite a bit of it today.
Quite a lot of South Africa today. But again, we're on no move, and we don't have any signs here, so this could be a hard one to do. It is relatively mountainous, narrows things down to some capacity. A lot of South Africa is more flat, especially sort of the central north area.
It's a lot more dry than last time, though, which is making MK go a lot more west and Radu again.
Yeah, I really like that.
The same idea here.
I really like this idea. Can be quite mountainous near Cape Town, and it's drier, so it's probably a bit farther away from Cape Town. It's much more green, but okay, it actually is just going to be east of them both. But again, they're just thinking so similarly. 825 damage puts Radu C on 5,000 health. Actually, a relatively close game within 1,000 points here.
Yep.
Round 6, 3.5 times damage now, so it really is anybody's game here on the no move. Let's get him in. Looking like, what, a Finland possibly?
Possibly a Finland, certainly somewhere in Northern Europe, Finland or Sweden, or possibly a Baltic country, but I like Finland a lot.
Yep. MK is just locking in Finland instantly. RC not going to fall to the pressure. Still got 10 seconds, but he does have to follow eventually, and they just make the same guess.
It's almost as if they're looking at the same screen or something. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. Wow, it's just in that little pocket near Russia. That's wave worthy. I don't know if we'll be able to see it here, but you guys know rule 1 of GeoGuessr. If you guess on top of your opponent, you do have to drop before the wave emote. Round 7.
It's like a hive mind almost. Every round just feels like they're just guessing in the same place.
Well, round 7, let's see if they do it once again. We do have some new small cam, I think. This is some very new coverage. They're rolled out a new Google Street View camera.
There's a sign there. I think it's Greek. Yeah, I thought it could have been Cyrillic. It's hard to see, but it's probably Greek if MK is sending that quickly.
Looks like a very Greek round. You got those wooden poles, and the whole landscape feels very Greek. And they're making
once again, they're playing both in the Gulf of Corinth. It's almost like they're coordinating this.
It's Cyprus.
Oh my gosh!
Which is brand new in GeoGuessr, so they didn't even think of it. Unbelievable.
Goodness. That could have been it if either player had realized. I mean, with the small cam, it makes so much sense. But it's just not on anybody's radar because of how new it is. Oh my goodness.
How new and rare it is. There's not that much of it, so you barely ever see it, even though it has been added. We go on to round 8, though, and it's still such a close game. But it's 4.5 times multiplier now on round 8.
Is this Australia? Urban Australia?
Yeah, I think it should be. I like the Brisbane call here from RC.
He zooms. I think he saw a plate that was tinted red, and Queensland has red plates on the cars, so it makes sense. And MK going straight for it too. But again, it's round 8. I mean, we could hit the round limit here. MK is still behind.
MK is behind. It's not by much, though, Jake.
No, not at all.
Wait, he's considering Gold Coast.
Oh, it could work. It's another city with a big skyline.
He doesn't move it there. It is there, though. RC almost moved it there at the end. He still deals a little bit of damage, extends the lead just slightly. And we do go into round 9. There's only 2 possible rounds left. You got to do it in 10. Whoever has the most health at the end of round 10 will win. This is round 9.
It is too close to call. Round 9 of 10.
I could not tell you what's about to happen here. The multis are high enough, it could go any way. And we're just in this little tiny street here with not a lot of information. Seems maybe Spanish architecture.
Yeah, urban Spain, I would say, yeah. Going a little south of Madrid, at least that's where he zoomed in.
He might be just doing a hedge, if anything. He knows he's up in points.
A little more south for MK. There's a difference here.
RC thinking near Toledo, and he locks it.
This could make the difference. I wonder if it could even be game. It's close. It's MK.
Wow, wait, it's MK closer, and that's going to be a big hit to RC's health with the multiplier. Wow, 2,600. RC's in the yellow.
Going into the final round of the game, no matter what, will it be the final round of the Americas Majors?
This could be it, Jake. Looking like a Chile here.
Coastal Chile, but so difficult to tell how far up or down the coast you're going to be.
Yeah, this is a difficult one.
He's going Chiloé.
Oh,
wow. That's so specific.
Wait a second.
Does he?
And he locks it.
They're different.
Wait, this is massive. This is game.
This is...
Either RC is your America's major champion.
He's going to switch.
Oh, wait, is he?
Is he?
Oh my god, he does!
He does!
Wait, they're actually in the same place. Does he move it last second? No, he doesn't, and it is there!
Wow!
Oh my god, that could have been it!
Unbelievable!
Wow, with that, MK has more health at the end of round 10, and we go to NMPZ.
Are you not entertained? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The last second switch to save it and take it to game 5.
Unbelievable. And we're getting NMPZ. We're getting the content. Cinema, Jake.
Cinema.
Wow, it's time. And again, for anybody new, NMPZ, no moving, panning, or zooming. We're going to get one still singular image for these players to guess off of. This is how we do our tiebreaker to end out a best of 5. Let's do it. We've seen how hard this NMPZ map is. Such incredibly difficult locations. We'll see what they can do with it.
Let's hear it, Dallas. How are we feeling?
Lock in, everybody! NMPZ!
Winner takes it all.
Winner takes it. Oh my, this is our first image for the round 1.
What in the world?
Wow, I don't even, is this maybe Brazil? Okay, from MK. I was thinking
immediately.
America. Wow, he's just instantly in there.
Radu's still thinking he doesn't know he's going Mexico.
That was my first thought. So he's in Mex, and MK's in Brazil. It is Brazil. Wait, MK, that's going to be a huge hit round 1. 3,000 points of damage.
Half of his health gone.
What a way to start off the NMPZ. Wow, but anything could happen. I'm panning.
This is
but
crazy.
They can't pan. We saw a little more than they get to see, but we did see a black car
this
there.
pan is crazy. Like, it's just a wall and a couple of pine trees. Is it Argentina? I mean, yeah, Commodore Rivadavia. I really like that guess. And we saw a little bit more, but I mean, this could do it.
Okay.
Oh, he does.
Has it in, but RC is nearby. Going a little further north, actually. He might be hedging here. Wow, but it is going to be MK again. What is that? 1.5 times multi. Already 1,400 points of damage. RC on his last life already.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm panning again. I got to stop panning.
I can hardly believe this. I think we're back in Brazil.
We are back in Brazil.
This time, very different vibe to the last one. RC on his last legs, 1,500 health.
So much is on the line here for both of them. This will be their first chance to take a LAN W. Can they do it? MK in Pernambuco, up in the northeast. RC Alagoas, just slightly south. It's locked. Wow, they're kind of equidistant there, but technically MK just a little bit closer. Chips away a little bit of health, but RC is still alive. We go to round 4. This is our image for round 4. It looks like a Chile, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so as well.
Should just be Chile. Atacama Desert by the looks of it, so in the northern part of Chile. Wait,
when he
MK,
zooms
what
in
is
that fast, it's so scary. It's like he has this idea, but they're
RC's
both on
there
the
too.
same peninsula here. What?
Oh, what is that guess from RC? You're joking.
Unreal.
Unreal. I mean, it only chips a little bit of damage away, but so impressive. When we go to round 5.
They must have recognized that mountain range to the west. Crazy.
Unreal. Let's see if RC can make a comeback. He finally did break the MK Flawless, but he's gonna need something massive.
I have no idea here.
Okay, both thinking Brazil.
Both in Bahia.
In Bahia, wow. 45 seconds left. It's only been 15 seconds, and they're both so close. Wow.
RC can still lose.
And it's locked. RC is closer. 3 times multi. That's 2,200 points of damage. And MK still has the lead, but the game has evened up a bit. Round 6 now, and we have some crazy snow coverage.
Can this get any better?
Cinema, Jake, I said it before, and I will say it again. Looking like South Korea here now, and both pretty similar guesses.
Yeah, you got a lot of snow coverage in the northeast towards Pyeongchang. That's why MK is there. And it's south.
Wow, and RC closer. He's going to stay alive and deal a little bit more damage there. 850. When we go to round 7, those multis just racking up.
This is just absurd. Round 7, 4x damage in I mean, I'm not even gonna try anymore.
Oh, Kazakhstan.
Could be
Kazakhstan.
Southern Kazakhstan, but Kizilorda versus Turkestan. There's a difference.
Oh my. I mean, that's a big enough difference with 4 times multis. Both players into the yellow here.
Does he? Oh my God.
Oh, he's considering switching up to where MK is. Will he? Will he? He won't. He won't.
It's
He's
Radu.
closer.
It's Radu.
RC's closer. 4 times multi. He wins. RC is your America's major champion.
Radu C, the champion of the Western Hemisphere. He wins it all.
Unbelievable. It was so close. It went the absolute distance, but in the end, Radu C is your champion. Unbelievable stuff. Jake, I could say unbelievable so many times. Over and over and over. You could not have asked for that to go any better. These 2 players.
I mean, how does it... It always seems to happen. These final matches are as intense as they can possibly get. Just amazing.
He lifts the trophy. He has done it. We know he has so many fans out there, and I'm sure they're all so happy at home. Crazy way for that to go. I mean, we have just been absolutely treated this event with a level of matches that we have seen, and to have it end like that, couldn't have asked for any better.
I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I mean, it is such a privilege to be able to have sat here and cast this event for you guys. I can't even put a sentence together. I mean, that could not have been any better. Just absolute cinema, down to the wire. He goes down by 4,500 points, brings it all the way back in Game 5. I mean, it was just a perfect ending to a perfect tournament.
Yeah, perfect tournament. That's the best way you could have put it. Unbelievable. We hope everybody enjoyed in the audience here in Dallas, and of course at home watching on the various platforms. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate your support for GeoGuessr as always. Guys, it has been a pleasure giving the cast to you. I've been Project Bloom, joined by Jake Lyons. It's time finally for the winner's interview. Let's talk to RC.
Wow, Radu, what a match. Congratulations, you're the champion of the Americas 2025. Wow. The crowd is going wild. How does it feel? How does it feel?
It feels incredible. That was such a roller coaster. I was honestly not expecting to win that NMPZ game, but I pulled it off. I'm so happy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was truly unbelievable. Like, you were down like to 1,600 points and came back, and we all know how good MK is at NMPZ, so that was truly so special to watch. I mean, just like, this is your first major trophy in LAN GeoGuessr, so yeah, congratulations. It's amazing to see you holding this platter, and you're gonna have your name etched into it. So where do you go from here? You know, you're like 100% locked into the World Championship. You're gonna keep grinding, or you think you're just like gonna take it easy? What's your plan for the next few months?
Yeah, I'm really not sure for the short term. I mean, I'm gonna go on vacation soon, so I'm gonna enjoy that. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. You know, August. It's not too far away, but it still is quite a ways away. So. Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens.
We will have to see. Well, Radu, enjoy a well-earned vacation and a well-earned trophy here in Dallas. Give it up for Radu, the champion of the Americas Majors.